and if you're looking for your next home but don't know much about the market, Colorado First Time Home Buyer is here to tell us what to expect. Realtor Brandon Gray joins us to tell us more. So, Brandon, I want to know, okay, and we spoke backstage about these bidding wars.
Yep.
Yeah. It's such an interesting market at the minute, isn't it?
It very, very much so. Definitely a seller's market.
Yeah. And how can home buyers now win these bidding wars?
Yeah, great question. So it's all circumstantial. So when you're going into offer on a property, you want to find out those hot points of the seller, whether it's them closing date, fast closing, price, or maybe even they want to stay in the house an extra 30, 60 days before, so they could go find a house of their own, and giving them that time, that flexibility. So it's finding those hot points. It's circumstantial, but those tend to be a big three that really influence the sale.
And it's such an exciting time for new home buyers as well. It's a big step, isn't it?
Very much so, yeah.
And what are some of the things new home buyers need to expect? Obviously, moving into buying a house, even the first house.
I mean, beyond just the back end of the appraisal, financing, home search, and so forth, I mean, you're looking at a seller's market where there's a lot more buyers than there are sellers. So there's the supply and demand there. And so with going into a home search, you're needing to focus a lot on what you need to do to beat out those other buyers. And it's getting creative, you know. It's not always price, fortunately. Like I said, there's a few other hot points, but it's just understanding that you're not the only one looking at that house. And so having that expectation is key, I think. And
you reassure new home buyers. You do.
Yep.
An awesome company. But people who are currently renting, for example, what's your advice? Would you say carry on renting for a few more months? I mean, 6 months?
Yeah, great question. I am a very strong advocate in time in the market is far more valuable than timing the market. Who knows what's going to happen in 6 months? Who knows what's going to happen in 2 years? But if you buy a house now, I know the longevity of it, being a homeowner, the equity buildup is beyond valuable. And so renting, I'm always advocating to shy away from, because that's money at someone else's wall instead of your own.
And it's important, isn't it, to get your name on the property ladder. Investment is huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, moving forward. So what is it, we mentioned earlier about one of my very good friends has bought a house, recently, but it was like nearly $10,000, $15,000 over the asking price.
Yeah.
Is that the stage where we're at now, even moving forward, it's going to still be like that?
It's a good question. It's hard to predict. At the current market's condition, that is the case. And in terms of property value, you know, occasionally those homes that are going 10, 20, 30,000 over list, they might be undervalued from the list price to begin with. So it's determining value, and having someone in your corner, like an agent, to guide you along value is beyond crucial. And so what the future will bring, I don't know. But like I said, time in the market's going to be more valuable than timing it. So trying to hit a low, that's harder than just being in the market and allowing appreciation to happen over the upcoming years. And
your advice to viewers watching at home, what is your advice to really get that secret sauce and winning the offer?
Great question.
On a house that they're looking at.
Yeah, I mean, you fall in love with these homes, you know. When I'm out showing for clients, they're falling in love. And so getting that secret sauce is really identifying the seller in a way that you're focusing on what their needs are. And as long as that correlates well with yours, you're finding a winner.
That's awesome. Awesome information this morning for our Loving Living Local viewers. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. And for more information, you can visit ColoradoFirstTimeHomebuyer.com. Please check them out. Really, really important information to help any new home buyer out. Thank you for joining us once again.
Absolutely.
And this segment has been sponsored by Colorado First Time Home Buyer.